Okay, well, I'll wait for people to come into the chat. God. Okay. I'll try to monitor chat on my other laptop. Oh, I guess I should probably send it to the Discord real quick. Dang, that lag is horrendous, but whatever. Also, well, I'll wait till people join the chat. Hello, Sky the Fox official. Okay. Well, I guess I shouldn't wait too long. This is mainly just for me. I am just going to document, or try to document, all of my projects, which is easier said than done, because I actually don't know everything that I worked on, which is also, I guess, kind of why I wanted to do this. I'll just go, I have like a folder on my laptop, oh shit, called my own sheet music. I don't know why I'm explaining any of this, but whatever. So I'm just going to be navigating that folder one work at a time and just playing it. I'm transposing, I never know how to say his name, I think Dvorak or something like that. Humoresque's number 1 to number 7. Is there like a reason you're doing that? Sounds cool though. Anyways, I'm gonna play these one at a time. I should probably say what these are first. This one is a song from the Attack on Titan anime. And I just really liked it and wanted to try to do my own thing on the piano with it. But then I got lazy. I still kind of want to finish it someday, but that's kind of the point of like this whole thing is I want to finish all of these someday, ideally. But yeah. Damn, I've really ended it on like a cool part of the piece too. See ya, Sky the Fox. But yeah. So yeah, that's how this is gonna go. So I'm gonna try to just listen to all of these. Do I like Mahler? I don't know. I haven't actually listened to much of his stuff, or any of his stuff. Anything that I've listened to by Mahler is incidental. Like it just happened to be on, and then I happened to listen to it. Also, now that people are showing up, um, sorry, I'm going to be doing a lot of sniffling, potentially some sneezing, potentially some coughing. Allergies are just fucking me up, so that's why I'm like this. Oh, I just realized some of these I might have to edit the tempo to make it sound listenable. We'll see. So this next one is Bach's first cello suite. I just wanted to try to make a piano version. Wait, is this what I actually wanted it to sound like? Oh, this is a. Why did I make this? Let me close that first. This feels outdated. Oh, this is so outdated. I tried to make a new version of this not that long ago. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna listen to what I did back in 2020, I guess. Why did I make this? I'm not a fan of how it sounds. Super slow. I would not continue with this version. I have a different version. I wonder where I saved it now. Huh. I guess we'll see. Oh, Bollywood music. Okay, we're in the Bollywood section of this video already. There's this. Okay, do I have anything from Ashiki 2? No, not anything that I want to like show or document. There's this movie called. Oh wait, do I play WTC? I don't know what that is. Um, there's this Bollywood movie called Andhadhun, which is about without spoiling it. It is about a blind pianist. Um, all I will say it's a thriller about a blind pianist. That's all I'm gonna say. It's such a good movie. But this song, okay, so this is a song from the movie. It's supposed to sound like a stereotypical classical song, and like the pianist is playing it, but they have a fucking part of the song that like would require you to have like three hands to play this, which is insane. Anyways, I really liked how this sounded, and I wish I had the motivation to finish this, but life is just busy right now. So yeah, fun piece. Um, but like it's not meant to be played with two hands, which is insane to do for a movie about a piano player. Anyways, you can post my piano music with sheet music if I send it to you. No, I'm sorry. Those are some pretty big jumps. Yeah, I agree. If you want to share your, if you want me to share your music, I do this. Oh God, I think I'm behind. I try to do something in my community posts where I like try to share music by. This is hilarious. By people, um, like people on YouTube and whatnot. Just musicians who I think need to get more notoriety. But I will determine whether I want to share your work or not. It's nothing personal. I try to do it in a way that benefits you. I'm Russian composer. Yeah, that's fine. Like, um, just look at my community posts and you'll see how I share other people's music. Okay, I'm not going to share this one because obviously there's like nothing to work with here. Devdas, which is another Bollywood movie. This is what I was doing. Oh, this song is so beautiful. It's called Mardala. Don't know what it means. Um, I don't know what it means, and I don't know the context of the song in the movie, but it's so pretty. So I'm just gonna let this play. Oh no, I should explain. I'm just doing. No, I mean if you read the live stream title, this is just like the stuff I've been working on. So that's me, Varun, and yeah, this is not even stuff I've been working on. I'm just documenting all of the stuff that I haven't finished, basically. Just kind of more for my purpose right now, and to like talk with people in the chat. Ugh, I'm so happy with how I nailed that. The beginning part sounds so empty, which I wanted to work on, but I think it was also just too tough to figure it out back then. So I kind of gave up on this, and I felt super proud of this, and then just never continued working on this. There is another song from this movie that I worked on, but like, there's like parts of it that I'm just like, I don't know how to like make it manifest on the piano. I really want to finish this one someday, but I don't know when I would be able to. This one's called Silsilat Ye Chahataka. Yeah, this is just not. If you heard the actual song, this is just not what it's like. This sounds like a polka, but the actual song is just so much more percussive and raw, and it's just hard to translate that on the piano. I don't know. Hopefully, I can figure it out someday. But I think the percussive elements really stop me from like revisiting this. This is my first time ever. No, that's not true. No, I guess it's kind of true. This is my first time ever feeling like I had to make a transcription of something that needed two pianos. I think it's really justified here. It's a song called Aj Kirat, but in the lyrics they pronounce it like Aji Kirat. I don't know, something about Hindi that they like put extra syllables between words or something. This song is super cool. If you listen to the original, it's just evergreen. It's just so nice to listen to. Um, I wanted to see if it was possible on the piano. Turns out it kind of is, but you need two pianos. So, just gonna let this play out. pretty proud of how that one turned out so far. Excuse me. Don't know if I'm ever gonna have the motivation to finish that. And also, like, it still sounds pretty empty, despite everything. What the fuck? I have 3 things here. Hi, the waltzing piano. This is just never. This is not gonna get finished anytime soon. Sadly, it's a really nice song called Chan Sifarish from the Bollywood movie Fana. Like, but it's just not. That's just not. There's like a very free flowing melody at the beginning of this song. Um, did I do anything with this movie? This movie has such a nice soundtrack. Oh, I like tried to get this part here. But like there are like some like free form singing bits at the beginning of these songs that make it really hard to like translate to piano. It's kind of a miracle that I can do any songs, like Bollywood songs from like translate those songs to the piano. That's not how that should sound, but whatever. I'm just like, even though this whole thing is in what's it, diatonic? Like I don't even know if that's what this means, but it like even though the whole thing is in the key, I guess this one's what, F minor, right? No, A flat. Yeah. This I guess would be an F minor. I don't know if it's one of the other weird ones, but what's it called? Even though this whole thing does not deviate from its key, it's just so pretty. Don't know how they do that. Does Indian music use a different tuning system? Uh, your question is lacking specificity because like this is just Bollywood Indian music, but there's a lot of different types of indie music out there. Um, that song is called Mere Hathaman, but um, what's it called? All the songs from this movie, Fana, is so pretty. Um, Seaford, and yeah, it might be that. Does any music use a different tuning system? It depends. Oh, I actually finished that song. That is private that someone paid me for. Haven't started yet. I'm fucking none of the. Oh, okay, I see. None of those are getting finished anytime soon. Um, sorry. Let me answer your question. Indie music, depending on the specificity of your question, they can. I know a lot of indie music cares about the frequency of the notes and not necessarily like giving notes names. Like, I mean, there's like do, re, mi, fa, so, right? In Western music, Indians version of that is literally sari gama pa, and there's some more after that that I don't know, something di nisa or something like that. So they have, but that's instead of scales, they have something called ragas, and I don't really understand why they are considered different from scales because they feel like functionally the same thing. I'm speaking out of ignorance here because I haven't studied enough indie music. But anyways, I think most indie musicians grow up with that conception of music, like ragas using like um really variable scale stuff going on. But otherwise, like Bollywood music is not going to deviate from like the standards that like Western music has. Um, the whole goal is to be mainstream, and what am I trying to say? Their whole goal is to be mainstream. So if you want to be mainstream, you have to do mainstream shit. So yeah, I use Notelight for making music. That's cool. Also, hello, that weird Scarbo. This is a song called Kalhona Ho from the movie Kalhona Ho. If you listen to this song, like the actual song, it sounds like it should be really easy to translate to piano. I've just been lazy. And also, what's it called? I also something that's holding me back is that I try to be way too accurate when these songs do not benefit from being like accuracy. You should definitely look into indie music more. You should start with something called Carnatic music. Carnatic. Carnatic, yeah. That's a good start. There's like introductory lessons about that on YouTube that are really fun. I would really want to check those out in more detail someday. So yeah, here's this song. The beginning is also one of those like weird freeform things that's just hard to put to a meter. I don't. Yeah, this feels weird. Um, because like all of this shit is like it's like a guitar in the actual song. It just feels way too fast paced for what this is. So I like what I did with the right hand for the most part. I think what's it called? This shit is a little ridiculous, but whatever. Uh, maybe I'll make a version of that someday that's easier. This is an old ass movie that I just really wanted to see if I could try to make this on the piano. And then I showed it to my parents, and then they were saying like it feels too fast, even though what I did is like in strict, like it's in the same tempo. But the problem is that the stuff happening in the left hand here, they perceive it as like making the song faster when it could just be quarter notes instead of this like other rhythm happening here, which I thought was really interesting. Anyways, this is a song called Koya Koya Chan Kula Azman from the movie Kala Bazar from 1960. But it's such a good song. I would also say go check the song out if you're watching this. Oh yeah, that was one of the weird things about this song is that it like randomly oscillates between like this like E minor and then E major stuff. It catches me so off guard. Yeah, it's a bop. It's like this is actually I think it's similar to how it's the actual song sounds. Like this feels more like a polka. Um, but yeah, it does do this weird like it's like it unabashedly just like goes from E minor to like E major out of nowhere. I'm gonna play this one more time. I really like this song. forgot that it did that. And yeah, by that logic, that should be like that. I guess. I don't know. That's the thing. This is like probably one of those weird like raga things in Indian music. Om Shanti Om. Oh, I finished that song a while ago. There's other songs I want to do from this movie. That soundtrack is also really pretty. What? This one I finished, right? I think I did, yeah. What did I do for this one? Probably not much. Yeah, not much. So I'm not gonna feature it. Or I'm not gonna like try to listen to it. Ram Leela. That's fucking hilarious. This is one of the ones in that folder that's like haven't started yet. What the fuck does this sound like? That is not what that sounds like. This song is also really beautiful. It's called Lahu Mun Lagaya. Don't know what it means. I don't know what any of it means. I don't speak Hindi at all. What does this sound like? It's also just an extremely difficult song to translate to the piano, sadly. It's also, all of these songs are like instances of like, oh, I finished this one. Where I really wish I had like the original score. I guess I can show this. I'll show both. Because then I could just make my own version on the piano so easily. Okay, so I mean, if you're to the 4 people watching right now, I'm a big fan of music for left hand alone. So there's this song, this Bollywood song. It's called Tere Liye from the movie Veer Zara. Sounds like this. Yeah, it just keeps going like that. So I tried making a free version for, what am I trying to say? A free arrangement for left hand alone. I was just kind of vibing on the piano one day, and I realized like I could do something with this for left hand alone. So that's what this sounds like. I realized here that like, oh wait, this melody sounds way better in the lower register of the piano. Don't know how to reckon with that. Maybe someday I'll finish that left hand version. It's just nice to have like a free arrangement for the left hand every now and then. This is not happening. Okay. I guess that's all of my Bollywood works in progress. I don't want to show this one actually. I don't think it's ever getting done. Christmas medley. What was I doing for Christmas? So we're moving on from the Bollywood music, and then here's something I wanted to do for Christmas, but this is just one song. Which song is this? I didn't even put the song. Has to be Christmas Time Is Here. I think it's from the Peanuts, but yeah. This is not my arrangement. I definitely stole this from something. But I wanted to put it all in like one score, which is why I have it like this. But this is not my work, so I'm not gonna spend time on this. Okay, we're moving on from Christmas. Okay, fuck. Here's like all of my classical arrangements. We'll start with what? Okay, let's open both of these up. I tried. What is new text? Maybe I just stick with this one then. I tried making an arrangement of Alcon's Concerto for Solo Piano for Left Hand Alone. I'm gonna see a lot of Left Hand Alone in this video. Holy fuck, I got a lot of progress done on this back then. What is the difference with this? Sorry, I'm just looking. Because I also have a really bad habit of just like updating an old file while still making a new copy of some shit. Is this new? That comes later, right? Also, I don't think this is going to sound good on fucking MuseScore MIDI, whatever the fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna stick with the new one. It looks more updated. Okay, so here's what this sounds. It's probably gonna be too fast. Okay, no, it's actually super slow, which is good in this case. So I'm just gonna let this play out. So yeah, this is the first movement of the Concerto for Solo Piano for Left Hand Alone. I don't think I'm gonna finish this, sadly. Oh. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I remember giving up on that right there. I'm surprised how much progress I made on this, but yeah, I don't think I'm finishing this, man. There's a lot that I would change about this also. I think, very honestly speaking, I super admired Arthur Sumirho, my friend, and super virtuoso on the piano. And I really liked how he was able to just his well okay. I really liked his left hand alone stuff, but I realized over time that a lot of his left hand alone stuff is just how do I put this? Trying to condense things to one hand, and then for him specifically, he just has so much skill and speed in one hand that he can do so much with one hand and make it sound like two. But something like this, where already the textures are so dense, you can't just like strip things down and try to and like expect the same result. You have to like really transform it to get some sort of consistency out of it. So yeah. Um okay, I'm gonna show so anyways, I don't think that's getting done anytime soon at least. Maybe someone else can try it someday. So here's my April Fool's joke. I think this was during the pandemic, where I was like, I made a left hand alone version of Quasi Faust from the Sonata for the Four Ages by Alcon. And I made pretty good progress in this too, not gonna lie. Um like at least all of this is possible so far. And my main goal with that April Fool's joke is like if someone sees this and like they figure out how to like it inspires them to like try to make a fugue with 8 voices for left hand alone, awesome. But I'm not gonna be the one to do that. So I just showed you the sheet music at an overview. Here's what it sounded like back then. I guess I could just show. Oh, I can't show. Okay, well, no, I have the audio. I'm gonna play the audio. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna show you the audio, this version. My bad. I'm just gonna let this play out. I guess I can't play this and then open a different tab to show you what the actual sheet music looks like. So fuck it. For those who don't recognize that song, that is the Rickroll song. Made for this is still. I was such a head ass. I still made this for like left hand. Like this is still possible to play with left hand alone, which is hilarious. Anyways, don't see myself working on this anytime soon. So yeah. Okay. Here's the version of the Bach cello suite that I made recently. When did I make this? Oh, okay. 2 years ago. Not so recent. Jesus. The fuck? It feels so much more recent than that. Whatever. Anyways. This is how I would like to... Like, these are the ideas. I wanted to make a version of the first Bach cello suite for piano. This is how I would have liked to imagine that, not the 2020 version I showed earlier. Okay, we're gonna have to put something on that to make that sound bearable. Is that good? Oh, I don't like this either, actually. Jeez. I have better ideas than that. I don't know why this is what I wrote down. Alright, well that was embarrassing. That's the only Bach arrangement that I felt like doing. I made that... Oh, I tried making a... Wait. Oh, this is my... Oh. I never talked about this. So I was working on my own, like, Horowitzian arrangement of the Moonlight Sonata Movement 3. Wait. Let me just check something out real quick. That is done. I know there's two versions of Movement 1 out there. I finished this, yeah. So I made a left hand alone version for Movement 2 of the Moonlight Sonata. And so, anyways, I play the Moonlight Sonata Movement 3, and I make my own additions to it. Like, I add my own shit to it. And I wanted to write that down, but then I started getting more ideas, and I remember not liking how many changes I was making to this piece. I want to document... I will be documenting this one someday for a different project. So I'm going to make a version of this, but here's what this sounds like right now. It's not going to be that much different, though. I don't like what I did there. I would not be able to play this. What was I doing, man? This is not what I would like to do with this fucking piece. I was just going, like, crazy with the details. When I hear this piece in my head, I also don't like what I did here with the extra chords. But this is what I hear when I do this. Like, when I say Horowitzian, I'm not trying to be Horowitz. But I see that he is trying to do, like, he is capturing other people's music in his own way. Either because that's like how he has fun with that music, or he hears it a certain way. I don't know why he makes his transcriptions or his arrangements, but like for me, I'm like trying to capture like what I would like how I would enact this piece if I were to, I don't know, fuck with it. So this for example. I like what I did right here, and I would keep this. I hate what I did here. I don't know why I like took it so far off the fucking grid. Anyways. And yeah, this I would also keep. And this is a stupid thing to do. Why did I do that? That sounds similar to the beginning. Did I make any actual changes? I would repeat the entire thing. Instead of like writing a repeat sign. But I don't think I actually changed anything, right? No, yeah, nope. Anyways, yeah, not proud of this one, and I would change so much about it to be what I actually am capable of playing, and not this fucking, like, black piano shit. And here's my attempt to try to make this for Left Hand Alone, which I don't think it was that successful, so I didn't keep up. I did not keep up with it. Plus, apparently, Arthur Samiro is working on his own version. Don't know what I was thinking there. It was cool for a bit, and then it got crazy. Bizet? What the fuck was I trying to do here? Habanera and Libertango combined by Bizet and Piazzolla. What the fuck? Let's see. Interesting. I don't hate it. I'm curious to see how this sounds. Ooh, I actually really like how that sounds. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to tell Arthur about this one. I feel like he could do something way cooler with this. Give me a second. Oh, so here's like the melody for the Libertango. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to emphasize that on a fucking MIDI. I feel like there's actually so much potential there. I'm not gonna finish it ever, but it's cool to know that that might be possible. Habanera from Carmen for Left Hand Alone. What was I doing back then, bro? Okay, if I can make that more consistent, then it's possible. And Toreador, yeah, I don't remember getting much done with this. I remember really liking this piece, but did not have the follow through on it. I don't know why all of that is under Bizet, but whatever. Brahms. Oh, I tried doing the Hungarian dances for left hand alone. And someone actually finished this arrangement before I could. His name is Vincent Chia, and he's really good. He's like one of the best left hand arrangers out there. But yeah. So he finished this before I could. Don't know why I thought that was possible. I would definitely change that up if I revisited this. Oh, give me 1 second. Anyways, that was Hungarian dance number 1. What did I do anything for number 2? Jeez. Man, I wish I had the time to work on these. Damn, there's so much potential there. Wish I could explore it. Did I do anything with Hungarian dance number 3, actually? My god, I did! I don't even like this one. Oh, it's something. Yeah, it's something. Hungarian dance number 4. That would be a fun one to work on. I love that piece so much. Hungarian dance 5. I thought I made 2 versions of one of these. I think Hungarian dance number 4 I wanted to make 2 versions of. Give me a second, checking my phone real quick. People are giving me notifications for some reason. Oh wow, I did not make enough progress on this. Definitely sounds better on, like, that definitely sounds better being played than, like, on a MIDI. Anyways. Oh god, okay. Here's the Can by Jacques Offenbach. This is just me making a actual, like, black MIDI type of piece or arrangement. You know what's the worst part about this fucking... I remember why I made this arrangement. Because this is how it kept sounding in my head. It's like I made my own annoying music in my head and I just needed to write it down and get it out. So that's why this is written down. Hate it. Anyways. Oh, here's me trying to make a version of Theme and Variations by Cecile Chaminade for right hand alone. Not the tempo I would want to do that at. So let's try it. Actually, does that work? Damn! I kind of like what I did there. I'm not gonna finish it, probably. Anyways. Try to make a version of Claire de Lune for one hand alone. Could have been played with either right or left. Okay. Fine, I'll play the whole thing. But, like, it all sounds the same at the beginning. And then here's a part where someone would have to make changes for it to be feasible for one hand alone. Arthur Samiro did it better, and so have a few other people. I don't need to be the one to remake that piece. I think Friedrich Minders has also made his own version for right hand alone as well. Oh, fuck. Okay. I made so many Chopin arrangements. Oh my god. Well, I started making so many. I didn't realize how many I made. Jesus. Okay, we're gonna go through all of them. This first one is a combination study on etudes, Opus 10 number 6 and Opus 10 number 9. I remember liking this idea, but again, not having the follow through. Never mind, I hate it. I think that's why I gave up on it. Which one is this? Opus 10 number 10 and Opus 25 number 8. Oh yeah, I remember thinking these two would go together well. But... Oh yeah, no. What's happening here? I see. Okay. But it's also just... These are two etudes I'm not really that fond of, so I never really... Definitely don't have the follow through on that. And then this is Etude Opus 10 number 11, and then Prelude Opus 28 number 19. And like, I think a big reason why I gave up on these is because I realized like just how much Chopin's, I don't know, what's the word? Lyricism, I guess, is predictable. You get like 4 bars of like a melody and then a little bit of expansion and all the yada yada yada. Like or like the melody repeats and then you can do a whole lot of whatever. Anyways, yeah. So I think this one, which one is this? Opus 10 number 8 and Opus 25 number 3. This is one of the ones where I'm like these both of these etudes sound like cowboys. I don't know why, but I'm like I really wanted this one to work, but it would take too much effort for me to make it work. It's not really a combination because like the 25 number 3 has to mold so much, like it has to like bend so much for the Opus 10 number 8. So gave up on that. This is another one that I felt like had a lot of promise, and I wish I had the follow through to finish this. It's Opus 10 number 11, Opus 25 number 1. I really liked how this came out, but I just never like worked on this past what I did. Like I kept hearing this one in my head too, and it's just like if I had the motivation, it could be really pretty. It's just never gonna happen though. Sadly, I'm really sad about that one. This is a combination of Chopin Prelude, Opus 28 number 15, and Marot Etude, Opus 63 number 10. I mean, they give similar vibes, but it's really hard to overlap these two. And then the problem is that I think the Marot Etude repeats itself here, but like the Chopin Prelude moves on to a new idea, so like the keys fall out of sync or something, or like the chord progression falls out of sync. So yeah, not gonna do that. This is another combination that I would feels like it had a lot of promise, and I really want. It's basically almost done, dude. But fucking never like it's like I'm like just barely not musically knowledgeable enough to like finish this in the way that would be satisfying. And I wanted to dedicate this to Wagner, Prado, and Arthur Samirho. They call each other their musical brothers, and I see why they're both doing incredible shit. This would have been a combination etude of Chopin Etude Opus 10 number 12 and Scriabin Etude Opus 8 number 12. I think they sound so good together, but I just don't have the musical mind to finish this. Like, it's basically done. I know it needs a lot of edits to make it sound better, but like, man, there's so much potential there. What the fuck was I doing here? Opus 10 number 8? Why is this here? This should not be here. Opus 9 number 2 and Opus 10 number... So this is a combination of Nocturne Opus 9 number 2 and Etude Opus 10 number 3. Really belaboring the point that a lot of Chopin's music is easy to combine with itself. Go figure. I don't know how I feel about any of that, but whatever. And this is like an idea that just a string of notes that I thought would sound good to this piece, but oops. Oh yeah, that was like the most perfect ending for this combination, but don't know how to get there. I mean, a second version of this? But see, I fucking updated this version before that. Whatever. Those are all of my combined. No, there's not. There's more? Oh yeah, I tried to make a fantasy study between two nocturnes, Opus 48 number 2 and Opus 55 number 1. Was I trying to do this for left hand alone? No, this would have made it impossible. Cool idea. Not enough meat there to work with, so fuck it. And also, most of these pieces I'm just not familiar enough with to like be making these insane. What the fuck is this? I'm not familiar enough with most of these pieces to be making these insane combinations. This is Etude Opus 10 number 11 in the style of Opus 25 number 1. Yeah, this already looks like tedious to like make, so I'm good. Whatever that was gonna end up sounding like was not worth it. I made another one, a combination on the two A minor waltzes. I'm pretty sure that's the third one, but whatever. That is just not gonna work. Oh man, I was just fucking mixing anything back then. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I think those are all of my combination ideas. Maybe there's like two of them, maybe worth revisiting. This is an arrangement of the Nocturne Opus 48 number 1 for left hand alone, which I think I finished the whole thing. I just never felt like typesetting it. Okay, that's not the tempo, so I'm just gonna drop one of these. Probably drop it to 60. Hopefully that's not too slow. This part would be faster. I'm getting bored with this. Like, his nocturnes are so boring to me, honestly. Oof, that's a typo. Oh, that should be F sharp still. I guess that's supposed to be B flat. Anyways, yeah, that's what that one. I like how it sounds, but also someone else made their own arrangement of this, who is also in my left hand alone Discord server. I guess we're opening both of these. And ignore. And I want to combine both of our efforts someday. But yeah. This is an idea I had for making Etude Opus 25 number 7 for left hand alone. I don't like how any of this looks right now. Oh, and this was me trying to, like, I remember, I did this on stream, trying to divide up all of the elements of the original Etude into 4 staves, in case that would help me think of something. Spoiler alert, it didn't. How I did this whole fucking shit? Hell no. It's just, yeah, no. There's already an idea out there. And I had an idea once of doing this in F sharp minor, which Godowski intended. And then I lost it. I just, like, did not do it ever. So, yeah, we're not even going to touch this one. What's cool is that I made, like, an intro for this etude for left hand alone. And I used this when playing the left hand alone version created by Friedrich Minders. But other than that, I don't have any involvement with this etude. At least in terms of arranging it. Okay, I have 2 versions of the Polonaise for left hand alone. Don't know why. Oh, I see. I think one of them's more difficult, I think. We'll see. And the version B. I like version A better, but also Geza Ziki already made a version for left hand alone. Oh god, we're not even going to touch the Preludes project for left hand alone. They're all done. I just never got around to typesetting them. Here is Chopin Scherzo, Opus 31, number 2, for left hand alone. At least what I tried to do with it. That's hilarious. Let's speed that up times a million. Right? Maybe that. Definitely following the Arthur Samirho school of left hand alone piano music. Not in this case, not effective. Waltz B21 is one of the posthumous. Well, I don't like the posthumous works by Chopin that much. Don't know why I felt the need to make this. I would do so many things different with that. Fuck that. But whatever, I'll keep it. I think I was trying to do my own arrangement of this one too for two hands or something. This is a Waltz B56, another posthumous one. I really like this one. My problem with myself when I tried to make this is that I'm really leaning into the most obvious. I finished this. The most obvious, like, harmonic stuff to do in that waltz, and with a lot of Chopin's pieces, I guess, in these arrangements. And it just makes the music a little bit more predictable, but not necessarily more fun, which is what I would want to be going for. But yeah. Here is my favorite waltz by Chopin, Opus 64 number 2, and I tried to make a version for left hand alone. This definitely stole from some of Friedrich Minder's stuff. Definitely. Don't know why I didn't credit him. I guess I would have later if I actually kept working on this. I like how the beginning sounds. I don't know why it just like stopped. Like didn't like there's like this movement happening here, and I just didn't continue it here. Like I could have done something there, but whatever. I would like to finish this one. Don't know if I have enough ideas to make it happen. Oh, I did finish a switched hands version of this. This is a melting study on Waltz Opus 64 number 1. The idea is that I change the key signature so that it like drops and sounds like it's descending, but still like in the I don't know. Basically, it's a transcription of the Opus 64 number 1 waltz, but I fuck with the key signature to make a weird sounding effect. Did I not continue those? Maybe I hadn't. And I remember someone trying. Like I made this on stream a long time ago. When did I make this? 2021. God, I'm old. I remember someone trying out this arrangement, and they said it feels weird to play in the hands. Like it feels like a trippy experience. But yeah, the ideas there's not that much there, so I'm just gonna skip it. Oh, I made a version of Waltz Opus 69 number 2 for two hands. I need to work on that one someday. I guess I could show it. This one's done. I just need to like refine it a lot because I also tried to just do too much with this, and it didn't need more than more than the new ideas that I had. You'll see. didn't need this, man. There's something here, but it should have been fleshed out earlier. Oh, I did finish this, but I think I did it on Finale Notepad forever ago. And then a friend introduced MuseScore to me. Oh, I think this is like somehow imported the original, like what I made on Finale into MuseScore. So I guess here's what it sounds from here. So unnecessary. This is also a time where I was like, I guess, really obsessed with voicing and like trying to bring out different voices, and I thought I was going to be able to find some cool stuff in this waltz, but I should have just chilled the fuck out. Oh yeah, this is like the actual reason why I made this waltz is because I made this arrangement, study, whatever you want to call it. Because I had this idea for playing part of the main melody of the waltz in the left hand, and I liked how it sounded at this lower octave. That's the only reason why this waltz exists, but I made so many edits to it for no reason. I was just clearly going for the Opus 64 number 2 ending, because that is not how this waltz ends. Need to make some major edits on that. Don't know when I will. I've already finished this one. I tried making a two-handed study on Godowski's study of Chopin Etude Opus 25 number 12. Don't know why. Never gonna work. Also just sounds bad. But whatever. Fugue based on the Chopin Quetzar's voicing. I thought I could make this work. I'm not even gonna play it for y'all because it sounded so bad. Sorry. My own Godowski studies. Man, what the fuck is this? Oh, like my own. When did I make this? How old was I? Where's the year? It doesn't say. I was, however, whatever age I was too old to be entertaining this idea. I don't know what the fuck this is because I want to actually just do. I was like, this is how I remember it sounding. It's called interlocking. Oh, I guess octaves and interlocking octaves. No, all of it sounds too weird. It's not worth it as a study. Oh, this one I'm pretty. Oh, I see. Okay. I remember what this project was. There were missing Godowski studies, and I tried to take those ideas. This is not fucking number 12. That's also what confused me. There were missing Godowski studies, and I wanted to see how I would do these. Oh my god, do I have an actual version of 25 number 7 here? So one of the missing Godowski studies was a version of Opus 10 number 2 in octaves, which is why I have this version, but I didn't make the left hand because I'm a dumbass. So there's something there. I see why I did that. This is not necessary. Maybe it could have come in like the second half of the song. Or piece, sorry. Oh, okay, I'm glad I kept this way. This is, so Godowski has another, in his missing studies, there's a version of Opus 25 number 6, which is an inversion for both hands. I don't really know how to do inversions in the way that Godowski did them. I know there's an inversion study for this A2 that exists out there, but this is me trying to do this without much knowledge on how to do an inversion study. I like how this came out, though. I kind of wish I really want to finish this, but I also just don't have the musical knowledge to finish this. I just didn't know what to do from there, and then there's this fucking key change that I worked with somehow? Yeah, no, that wasn't gonna happen. Oh, and then I did try to make an ending for this. This is the first ending. And then the second ending. It sounds better on an actual piano. I do like how this sounds, though. Wish I was smart enough to finish it. Do something actual with it. I need to rehear how some of this sounds. Like, yeah, it's very easy for the melody to get lost here when everything's the same volume. Oh, and another thing I liked about this inversion study, whatever, is that like both hands are doing the, what's it called? Not triplets, thirds. Both hands are doing like trading off the thirds, which is like really nice that I got to see how this unfolded a little bit. So yeah. But yeah. unfortunately never gonna finish that one. Oh yeah, I already have the other ones open. Okay, well, just didn't do the elegy for Left Hand Alone. That would have been Etude Opus 25, number 7. It would have been in F sharp minor. Godowski also made a version of the Opus 25, number 8 Etude for Left Hand Alone, allegedly in thirds. So this is how I tried to do that. I really want to finish this one someday. Oh, what the fuck? I finished all of the thirds? I should finish this one someday. What the fuck? And then he also had a version of this in octave, so this is how I would have enacted this. What happened here? Okay, guess I was just setting myself up for later shit. Anyways, yeah, so that's how I tried to do those Godowski studies. Didn't work out. Okay, we finally got through all the Chopin shit. Oh yeah, I tried to make a version of Hamlin Etude number 11 for Left Hand Alone. I remember being pretty proud of this one, but the middle section is going to be impossible to do for Left Hand Alone a little bit. I'm actually pretty proud of how this one came out. Not going to finish it, probably. But, yeah, that was a fun one to make, or like try to make. Finish that. Not anything serious. Friedrich Minders finished that. I tried to make a new introduction for the Transcendental Etude number 9, and would have tried to play it for Left Hand Alone. But I think it just bites off of either another Liszt piece or another Chopin piece. Yeah, I just didn't feel motivated enough to finish this once I actually tried to write it. I also tried making a version of Un Sospiro for Left Hand Alone. Really wish I had the motivation to finish this. Oh, I'm gonna slow down this part because I wanted to do a little weird melody thing here. Okay, well, it didn't come out at all because everything's the same volume, but whatever. And then I just didn't do anything with it from there. Damn, my hand's going a little bit numb. Is that all of my list stuff? I think it is. Whoa. Did I actually do anything with him? I tried making a version of Etude number 9 for Left Hand Alone. Not where I thought that was going, but yeah, that's that. Don't think I'm ever going to finish that. And then I made a version of A244 for Left Hand Alone. Mozart. Tried making a version of the Einklein Nacht music for Left Hand Alone, at least the first movement. Friedrich Minders has finished the second movement, and I think it sounds great. This feels very possible, I just never got around to doing it. Okay, real quick, just gonna go ahead and cheat. Edit during the stream, just drop that all down an octave, because that's, I think, how I would actually do it now. Sorry. Really sorry. Would be nice to finish that someday, not happening. I tried making a version of the Lacrimosa for Left Hand Alone. This one's already been done by Friedrich Minders, and I think a better way. I don't hate that, surprisingly. What else did I try to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to make a version of fucking the Symphony number 40, because fucking Mozart has this tendency to just make everything sound happy, while also producing some of the saddest melodies. Like, some of the most beautiful minor key melodies ever. He just has this horrible tendency to, like, hard shift to the major key sometimes, and this is like probably one of the worst examples of that. This is Symphony number 40. Starts off in a beautiful minor key passage, and then it just goes major out of nowhere. I'm just like, what are you doing, bro? But yeah. Oh yeah, and I extended this for a long time too. But I can't be too hard on Mozart, because I never figured out how to extend this shit either. At least not in a way that sticks with a minor key. So I had to give up on that. Paganini. Oh yeah, this is the whole reason why I wanted to make this live stream. Is because I have these ideas for I want to make my own studies on Paganini's capriccios, and jack shit has been happening with them, but I still want to show them to people, so here I am. Here is so I think I had 7 planned studies for the first caprice, but I only wrote down 5. So here's the first one. I remember this feeling like it was very similar to Godowski's Nocturne study on Chopin Etude, Opus 10, number 7. This felt very reminiscent of that. Maybe not a nocturne, but I don't know. It's something. It's supposed to be vibey. This is supposed to be a study that kind of imitates the structure of Un Sospiro by Liszt. Or at least it imitates the musical idea, but I think there's supposed to be a trade-off between the hands. I forget my purpose in making that. This is supposed to be something of a... It's an extremely free-flowing arrangement, but it also is supposed to be kind of a march, I think. Very loosely interpret the word march here. It's extremely note heavy. I really like how it sounds, though. I just don't know how to continue this. And also, it's the only study I've been able to make on the Opus 10. What am I trying to say? On the first Caprice that, actually puts the melody, on the offbeat, in the original Paganini. I think most other versions of the Paganini Caprice just put the melody in, the most reasonable spot, which would be, on the beat, not on the offbeat, whatever it's called. Anyways, probably not going to do anything with that. This would have been a straight moto perpetuo, perpetual motion piece for left hand alone. There's ways to go about that. I would have changed some ideas, but not that motivated to do it. This is the one I really wanted to show y'all. Is an elegy based on Caprice number 1 by Paganini. I think I'm really proud of what I did here, but also don't really know how to continue this, sadly. I'm just like, this is also where I get super jealous of Godowski, because I made so many changes to this fucking structure here, which I think work. Like, I like that it's like, I like this little bumping off of the C thing that's happening here, but Godowski never had to do that. He kept everything pretty much the, like, samely arranged, like, transposed to a different key. I just don't know how to make that work for these caprices. It sucks. But yeah. Anyways, study on caprice number 2. Not really proud of how this one turned out. I remember I wanted something to trade off between the hands here. I would like to revisit this idea someday. I actually don't really hate that. Study on caprice number 3. Sounds way better playing it on an actual piano. Needs way more rubato, but yeah. Caprice number 4. I actually finished this arrangement of it. I would change quite a bit about it though. I was way too hung up on making the piano sound like a violin. Because of ironically, because of an annoyance I have with one of the ways that Godowski arranged the Bach cello suite, specifically, what was it? I think it's suite number 3, and there's a sarabande in there. And, like, he just doesn't acknowledge that the cello has to play double stops weird. And I was like, well, I can do better than Godowski. And then fucking arpeggiated, like, every instance of, like, where a violin would have to arpeggiate, but, like, I don't know. It does not carry over that well. Like, there's more ergonomic ways to arrange that, you know? But yeah. What is this? Oh yeah, this was a weird ass idea. Where I wanted to do a major key study in thirds and invert it. I really like how this sounded. It just sounded so alien. But I never did anything with it. I really like how that sounds. It's just so weird while not looking that weird. But never gonna do anything with it. Wanted to make a version of this caprice for left hand alone. This is gonna sound horrible if I try to play it, so I'm not going to. These are just 2 different introductions for this study. One of them is literally just stolen from a fucking TikTok of this guy making like scales with a weird what was it? Wind instrument. It's like a digital wind instrument. Anyways, and then the actual study here ended up being so much simpler. Wow, that's not drop that speed immediately. Probably even slower than this. Yeah, there's ideas there, but I need to sit with them longer. What is this? Oh yeah, and I tried to make a tango out of this caprice too. I really wish I followed through with this idea. No, I didn't know what it's. I fucking didn't even know how to fill in the gaps here. A lot of that second page sounded really empty. But yeah. But it's a cool idea. I just wish I had the follow through. Caprice number 6 for Left Hand Alone. It's basically just biting off of the Godowski study for Left Hand Alone on Opus Chopin Etude Opus 10 number 6. Study number 14. Oh yeah, I finished this one. And that's also on YouTube. 16, I had some ideas. No way I put all the ideas on here. Nope, it's just a fucking transcription of the entire caprice. Close, whatever, close. Don't know what a Carante is, so I don't know why I put it here. But this is like a quiet. So, well, let me show you an actual. Like this is what the original. This captures the what's it called? This captures the energy of the original caprice. I don't think it sounds great, and also Schumann has an arrangement of this caprice that also sounds pretty cool in my opinion. I would not stick with this idea, I think. Because, like, I don't know, it's just so hard to follow where this melody is going. So, anyways, here's what I tried to do with the original caprice, just trying not to change that much about it. Apparently, there's a really insane arrangement of this caprice that came out, I think, like 100-something years ago. And it somehow sounds more insane than this. Don't know why I brought it up. It's just I think about that one a lot, about like what people were up to back then. Anyways, here's a much quieter version of this caprice, which I also really like a lot. really wish I finished that one. And then this is a third version of this Caprice. In Swing. I don't know what made me think of this, but I don't hate it. There's something there. I really like how catchy it is, honestly. But I just don't know how to carry that. What? I hate that Caprice. I don't know what I was thinking trying to do anything with it. Combinations. I tried to combine number 1 and number 9. Oh, yeah. I could have done that smarter, I feel like. I cheaped out so much on the textures of Caprice number 1 there. Tried to combine Caprice's number 2 and 16. There's something there, but I don't know that I could do much beyond what is there. And then I did end up combining Caprice's number 20 and 22. That is also on YouTube. Extremely beautiful arrangement. And I don't say that lightly. Like I'm not the type to say that about my own work. But it's really just Paganini carrying that writing there. I tried to make an arrangement of Guitar Sonata number 9. I love the Guitar Sonatas, first of all. So pretty, and also shows that Paganini was focused more on the music rather than the insane technique you could do on the violin, even though this is a guitar. Like it's so Mozartsy, but I like Paganini in the major key for the most part. Honestly, I like this. It's like it's so close to pissing me off in the way that Mozart's music pisses me off a lot. But then he just I don't know. There's something so flavorful about this music that I like a lot. Bro, I'm fucking listening to the guitar sonatas after I finish the stream. I really like those pieces. My God, I have so many fucking arrangements. Italian polka I finished. Um, Elegy I finished, and Spencer Cha actually made an amazing recording of it back then. Um, this Prelude I finished. It's on Dressarchi's channel. Melody, from Opus 3. Tried to do just so I was working on making left-hand versions of all of the Opus 3 by Rachmaninoff, and then this one is the one that like kind of stopped me. That is definitely not how that sounds. I forget how this piece sounds, but that's definitely not the tempo for it. Yeah, I would change a lot about that. Oh yeah, and he had a 3A version of this piece and a 3B. Like he just like had two different versions of that piece. So I never got around to it. Prelude Opus 32, number 10. I believe someone already made a version of this prelude. Yeah. I'm surprised how long that. I don't remember doing this at all. I'm surprised how long that lasted for, and also how bad it is. Oh yeah, I tried to do fucking moment musical moment. Opus 16 number 4 for Left Hand Alone. This guy named Clayton Chu made his own arrangement. I tried to do something with it. Let me see what I try to do. Yeah, he had a cool idea here that I liked a lot. Anyways, didn't do much with it, sadly. His arrangement was very cool, but like kind of too much for the left hand. What the fuck is this? So this is a Tarantara for solo piano. I don't remember making this. I think this is by Rob Tavara. I think the original piece was for trumpet or something, and I just like was so mesmerized by it that I wanted to do something for piano. Didn't realize how much I fucking did though. What the fuck? Damn. I need to listen to that piece again too. Saint Sans. Oh yeah, I finished that. I already put on YouTube. Schubert, I only did Ave Maria. That's also on YouTube. Scriabin. I made a version of Prelude Opus 22 number 2. Oh, I've never shown this. Sure, I'll play it here. I made this, but I've never shown it anywhere. There's a fun story behind this that I don't want to talk about right now. Even though it's fun, I'm just getting tired. Oh yeah, this is Arthur Samiro's version of Opus 22 number 1. I need to finish that someday. Don't know when. Spawn Lake for Left Hand Alone. I hate that. Tried to do a version of Valse Triste by Vexy. Because I really liked Schiffer's performance of this. I want to try to capture something for Left Hand Alone. I would change so much about this. I give it more emotion. The original piece is so beautiful, and also it's on a violin. Violins have the benefit violins have the benefit of being able to sustain notes however long they want. So I need to do that for the piano. Oh no, that doesn't count. Joji? Did I do anything with Joji? That's already on YouTube and finished. Making the Left Hand mainstream. I was trying to do a version of Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis, I think. I wanted to make a book called Making the Left Hand Mainstream, where I just take a bunch of like either nice sounding or popular music and make it for the left hand alone. It would have been dedicated to Friedrich Minders. I kind of hate how that sounded. Probably would sound better on an actual piano. Can't believe how much I didn't write for that, actually. The fuck? Oh, right. Oh! Yeah, so that's also in this folder called Miscellaneous for some reason. I also wanted to make a version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow for Left Hand Alone for this project. It sounds way better on a piano, I swear. WKDWNSDYD says, kinda have been thinking of practicing Claire de Lune for Left Hand Alone. Do you have a specific arrangement in mind? This guy named Utsio Chakraborty made a piece called Waltz and Claret that I really liked and wanted to make my own Godowski-esque version of it, but never got around to doing fully. Such a pretty piece. I remember wanting to make a lot of changes there to make the sound more buffed out, but like here it's just all of this is just basically the original piece. It's like not my shit, so I'm like not my work. So I don't want to like keep playing it. You can listen to the original thing on Utsio Chakraborty's channel. Such a pretty piece. Yeah, I know the arrangement you're talking about, dude. It's a good one. Recommend doing it. I'm not gonna play this one, but okay. I mean, I'll show this though. I tried making a version of "My Heart Will Go On" from the Titanic. I forget who actually sings it. For left hand alone piano and the slide whistle. This is just a fun pandemic thing I was doing, just to like try to make my friends laugh back then. Already finished that. Original pieces. Oh fuck. Okay. What is this? I wanted to make. Oh, there's a song by Drake called "From Time," and I wanted to make a theme and variations on it. The fuck? It ended up being way more vibey than I thought it would be. Don't see myself continuing it. I tried to make my own set of etudes for the left hand alone. Here's etude number 1. I know this sounded fast, but my actual tempo for that piece is not that far off. This is etude number 2 for left hand alone. Very predictable Chopin-esque rhythm and shit. Not a fan of how that sounds, but that's also kind of not the point. I literally wanted these to be more like studies and less like pieces of music, I guess. That would have been how I continued that melody. And what's going on here? It's like a different version of the beginning melody. It would have just been like a cute little thing for the higher register of the piano. Etude number 4 for left hand alone. And then, like, that sounds very, what's the word? Straightforward, typical. And then I changed up the rhythm a lot here for some reason. Ooh, that is not what that's supposed to sound like. Let's put that there. Don't know why I wanted, like, what I was trying to do there, but I don't hate it. I mean, obviously it's like a etude for the weaker fingers, but yeah. What is this? No, well, etude number 5 for left hand alone. It's supposed to be kind of a march, but trying to work with this idea gets very boring very fast. And this was supposed to be like a study in... No, I think it's just supposed to be a double note etude. Didn't do anything with that. obviously. What is this, Nocturne? Oh, I don't know why this is in the Etudes collection or folder, but I really like how this. Like, I was just improvising with my left hand on the piano this one day, and I was like, "Oh, this sounds nice. I could work with this." So this is that. I really like that. It's nice when I can like vibe with my own music. Oh, see, this is original composition for piano. I tried to go super dissonant with this one. Don't know where I could have taken that from there, honestly. I made a waltz. Tried to make a waltz. It's very, very, very heavily inspired by Chopin. Hated that. Here's some extended ideas I had about this for some reason. got this down here. I like that ending, but it feels very much like one of the Chopin nocturnes. Have I listened to Melody in F by Rubinstein? Seemed quite playable for left hand with some tweaks. I feel like, what's it called? Friedrich Minders made a version of that, but it might have been for two hands. I don't remember. What the hell? Why is that? Okay, whatever. I tried to make a tarantella, but like literally just shat one out on the spot, like on a stream years ago, probably during COVID. Anyways, I've definitely heard that melody before. But it's been a while. So yeah, it seemed quite playable. If someone can do it, I'm probably not gonna be able to. I was just obsessed with making shit interrupt itself back then. This is something I tried to write called Baroque, because it sounded like something Baroque. And I didn't take that anywhere, because I didn't know what I was doing. This is mostly just me just writing shit down and seeing if it's something worth visiting later. This is another Baroque piece. I only let that play twice because I wonder what Bach piece I was basically ripping off with that. I was trying to figure it out, but couldn't. Here's a bravura for left hand alone, maybe? Oh, I remember trying to improvise something with the left hand alone here, but eh. Interesting. It's too random. Here's an elegy I tried to make for left hand alone. I remember hating this. Probably still will hate it. I hate it. Not because the melody is fine, but I fucking stole it. I don't know why I wrote it down. I think I wanted to do more with this. I stole it from like some Reddit post. I wanted to do more with it than like the sample that I heard on Reddit, but I just didn't. Here's an elegy I can be more proud of. I was literally what happened with this one? It was raining outside my house, and what's it called? This is just what the rain sounded like to me that day. Oh, this should be like a little bit faster. And also, this is definitely one of those ones that's going to sound better played on an actual piano. Yeah, and I didn't know how to take it from there. What the hell is this? There's no way I was gonna be able to play that with my left hand alone. Are you kidding me? That's probably meant to be slower. This one, it's been in my draft since I think 2019. Just never figured out how to work with this. It's just a piece called Ethereal. I don't know. I had like 3 different sets of ideas for it, and they all felt bad. So I don't want to continue with it. This is called I don't know, but this sounds cool. Oh god. Sounds alright. I think that also started as like a left hand improvisation. Here's a fucking march for left hand alone. I think I stopped working on this when I realized something about this was ripping off like the Superman theme, which I was like practicing for a wedding at the time. Long story. That part, all of this actually is what sounds like the Superman theme. Like, it's just, yeah. I let what I was practicing at the time influence me too much. Yeesh. Oh yeah, this is like if I ever want kids someday. This is like a song I made for my future kids. It's just like an interesting way to like introduce them to like weird-ish melodies, but like still pretty. Sweet for cello and piano? What the fuck was I trying to do here? Was I drunk making this? What the fuck? Oh, no, I would have done that differently. I actually don't hate how that sounded. Oh, don't know if I would ever continue it though. Um, I'm gonna skip this other suite that I was working on. Tribal sounding piece. Something for piano. I think I was just quick typing. I don't know about tribal. It does sound like I'm getting followed in like a forest or some shit. Variation on like, oh, my username or some shit. This is for a theme and variations project way back then. When was that? 2022? Never. I was like, I thought I was too busy to work on something like that. Here's a variations I tried to make on this song called Scarborough Fair. then it continues here. Don't like how that sounded. There's another idea that I had. And this is like a more dissonant idea that I had. Not even gonna let that one play. I remember not liking that. The fuck? Okay, went way long with that idea than I should have. And then this another dissonant idea. Sounded better on a real piano, I'd swear. Yeah. Need to wrap up the stream soon. I'm getting very tired. There's another waltz I tried to make. Too Chopin-esque. Here's another waltz I tried to make. Oh, I remember just fucking around one morning, like, I woke up with an idea and I just had to get to a piano and write it down. It's supposed to be fermata there, and then the actual waltz starts here. Weirdly reminiscent of Merho, actually, surprisingly. I need to listen to more music, man. Oh, and I just straight up don't like the song that I tried to make. So, yeah, that's... I mean, I have way more. What else did I not show today? I showed the works in progress for all my original pieces. And there's still quite a lot of other stuff. Oh, I can show some of my pop stuff that I've been working on. This is From the Start by Leve. I don't think I'm gonna start with that though. Like that part there. Let's go from here. And then I quickly made a little skeleton of this part, which is so pretty. Such a pretty song. So that's From the Start by Leve. I'm not going to show the Mariba. Here's Good Days by SZA. These are just like arrangements that I wanted to make for the piano. Forgot to mention that up top. So pretty. I need to finish. These are the ones I feel most motivated to finish right now. There's another song called Kill Bill, also by SZA. Ugh, love it, love it, love it, love it. Need to work on that again someday. Is there anything else I want to show? Star Wars. There's no way I was doing anything. Yeah. Oh, I tried to make a version with the Imperial theme for Left Hand. Not going to show that today. Super Mario Galaxy I did not do anything with. Video game arrangements. We'll touch on that another day. I have to wrap it up right now. Thank you for watching if you watched this far. Good night.